The stories I've heard about the Hawaii fires in August 2023 are both heartbreaking and inspiring. The sheer devastation caused by the flames, the lives upended, and the sense of fear and uncertainty are unimaginable. But amidst all the tragedy, there were also tales of incredible resilience, strength, and the capacity for humanity to come together in times of crisis. The federal government's response to the Hawaii fires has been a subject of much debate and criticism. Some argue that the Biden administration was slow to react and that the assistance provided was insufficient. They believe that more could have been done to support those affected by the fires in rebuilding their lives. However, it's important to recognize the complexities of responding to such a massive disaster. The fires in Maui were unprecedented in scale and ferocity, making it extraordinarily challenging to quickly mobilize resources and provide aid to everyone in need. The Biden administration has defended its response, citing the limited resources available and the inherent difficulties of coordinating relief efforts in such a devastating situation. They acknowledge that mistakes were made but maintain that they did their best to address the crisis and support the affected communities. It's vital to remember that emergencies of this magnitude require both immediate assistance and long-term planning to ensure a thorough recovery. The criticism of the federal government's response raises questions about how a different administration may have handled the situation. Would Trump's America First policies have made a difference in the Hawaii fires response? It's hard to say definitively. But some argue that his approach, which tended to favor state control and a decreased federal role, may have resulted in a hands-off stance. On the other hand, there are those who believe that Trump would have been more proactive in providing federal assistance. They believe that his administration would have prioritized aid to those affected by the fires and taken a more direct involvement in the recovery efforts. While it's impossible to know for sure how a different administration would have managed the Hawaii fires, what is clear is that the response to this disaster has been met with criticism and calls for improvement. These conversations and evaluations are essential to learn from mistakes and strengthen our ability to respond to future crises effectively. As I listen to the stories from those who experienced the Hawaii fires firsthand, I am filled with gratitude for their willingness to share their experiences and insights. Through their stories, we can learn about the resilience of the human spirit and the power of community coming together in times of tragedy. It is my hope that this documentary will provide a platform for these stories to be heard and understood. By shedding light on the challenges faced by the people of Maui, we can raise awareness about the devastating impact of wildfires and the urgent need for preventative measures. We must engage in meaningful discussions about the federal government's response to the Hawaii fires, urging transparency, accountability, and learning from the mistakes that were made. By critically evaluating our response and implementing necessary changes, we can improve our ability to handle future disasters effectively. Ultimately, our goal should be to prevent similar tragedies from occurring and ensure that those affected by disasters receive the assistance they need to rebuild their lives. This demands a collective effort from all levels of government, communities, and individuals. Together, we can make a difference and create a better future for all.
So, I'm sitting here writing, editing a video script I had modified a little bit. Bard AI from Google helped me to compile this script, and it was kind of hard to get it to see things from the perspective of a bystander who spoke to victims of the fires in Hawaii. So this is the video. Stay tuned. I hope it's sufficient, adequate, and kind of gets some of the message across that I'm looking to get across, so I can help with the awareness that I'm sure the whole country knows and feels right now. This part's not scripted. I'm just seating my pants. Sorry if I'm stumbling a little bit, but this is a really important message that I think isn't going to be accurately portrayed here, but it needs to get out, and at least I'm doing what I can to help. I mean, what do you do at this point, you know? Hindsight's 20/20. I believe there were some mistakes made. I believe it could have been handled a lot differently, and I don't think it's too late to step in and try to help now.